Welcome to Divorces in North Carolina, Sandra Dinkins. Have you ever thought about the importance of a premarital agreement? As we discuss this topic, let's first define what a premarital agreement is. It's a contract that two people who are about to tie the knot create, becoming effective upon their marriage. This contract, which must be in writing and signed by both parties, is enforceable without consideration. Now, what's in this agreement? Well, it can cover a wide array of topics, from the rights and obligations in any property either or both parties own, to the way property can be disposed of should the parties separate or face marital dissolution. It can even extend to the ownership rights in a life insurance policy. But here's a crucial point to remember. Keep in mind that the rights of a child regarding support cannot be adversely affected by a premarital agreement in North Carolina. If you are getting value from this video, please consider subscribing. It might seem unromantic, but there are several advantages to having a premarital agreement. Imagine having the power to decide how your assets and debts will be distributed should your marriage come to an unexpected end. This is one of the key benefits of a premarital agreement. It provides both parties the autonomy to make decisions about their financial future, rather than leaving it in the hands of a judge. This agreement can also act as a safeguard for both your assets and debts. It's a common misconception that premarital agreements are only for the rich. However, they can also protect you from your partner's debts. For instance, if your partner has a significant amount of student loan debt or credit card debts that have accumulated before the marriage, a premarital agreement can ensure that you're not saddled with those obligations if your marriage ends. One of the lesser-known advantages of a premarital agreement is its potential to maintain business stability during a divorce. If you own a business, it's likely one of your most important assets. A premarital agreement can protect your business from being divided or sold off in a divorce, preserving your livelihood and the jobs of your employees. Moreover, a premarital agreement can ensure that children from previous marriages receive their rightful share of assets. This is particularly important if you want to guarantee that certain assets or heirlooms go to your children rather than your spouse in the event of a divorce or your untimely death. If you are getting value from this video, please give it a thumbs up. While discussing a premarital agreement might not be the most comfortable conversation to have with your partner, it's a conversation worth having. It's about having a plan, similar to insurance. You hope you never need to use it, but it's comforting to know it's there. A premarital agreement can provide clarity, reduce potential conflicts, and set clear expectations for both partners. It's about being proactive and taking control of your financial future. Premarital agreements can provide a sense of security and control over one's financial future. Remember, every couple's situation is unique, so it's crucial to seek the advice of a lawyer to ensure that a premarital agreement is right for you. However, there are some disadvantages to consider. Just like any legal contract, drafting a premarital agreement can be stressful. It can feel like an intimidating process, especially when you're already dealing with the whirlwind of emotions that come with planning a wedding. Moreover, the very act of drafting a premarital agreement can sometimes create doubt and mistrust. It's like a reality check that forces both parties to confront the possibility that their marriage may not last forever. This can be jarring, especially when you're still in the honeymoon phase of your relationship. It may even give the impression that you're already preparing for an exit strategy before the marriage has even begun. This can create a sense of unease and tension between parties, potentially damaging the trust and intimacy you've built. Premarital agreements can introduce a level of complexity and stress into the relationship. It's essential to carefully weigh these potential downsides against the benefits before making a decision. So, should you get a premarital agreement or not? The answer to this question is highly personal, and it depends on your unique situation. As we've discussed, a premarital agreement is a contract between two people about to get married, detailing the rights and obligations of each party regarding property and other assets. The advantages are clear. It provides a level of security and control over your assets, and can ensure that children from previous marriages are taken care of in the event of an untimely death or divorce. On the flip side, drafting a premarital agreement can be stressful, and it can raise doubts about the longevity of the marriage. Ultimately, the decision to get a premarital agreement is up to you and your fiancé. It's a conversation that requires honesty, transparency, and mutual respect. Remember, it's always wise to consult with a family law attorney to understand what will work best for you. This video is for informational purposes only and should not be taken as legal advice.